On March 3, 2016, some 9 fires were set by prisoners who were kept at the Camp Street prison. They had previously made many demands, including the return of cell phones and narcotics which had been seized from them, and they were incensed over the overcrowding of the jail. The deadly blaze started in the Capital A block, where remanded and committed prisoners, mainly those for murder, were kept. 17 inmates were killed and at least 8 others injured after being trapped in that blaze. On July 9, 2017, exactly 1 year ago, another fire was set to the Camp Street prison. Prisoners ambushed female guards and seized their weapons. That fire had decimated the entire Lot 12 Camp Street complex. Prison officer Wayne Wickham was killed in the ambush. In both fires, the prisoners' core issue was the overcrowding of the cells and the lengthy delays in trials for those on remand. There was a promise made by the Public Security Minister Kemrat Ramjatan, who had visited the Camp Street prison and engaged inmates with a promise to start the process of speedy trials and to address the issue of overcrowding. It was promised that, as far as possible, the police ought to take relevant statements and fully prepare cases for the prosecution before charges are laid, which would in turn prevent the remand of alleged offenders to prison pending collection of further evidence or advice from the DPP, as the case may be. Head of the Criminal Investigations Department, Assistant Police Commissioner Paul Williams, was asked about the police's apparent failure to prepare cases, resulting in the cycle of delays and adjournments and the lengthy period of remand of prisoners.
It's not lack of evidence on the part of police make people are languishing in prison. Because remember, for us to charge, we have to obtain legal advice. And for us to get legal advice, it simply means that those persons within the DPP chambers and legal advisor recognize at me there are enough evidence to support the charge. So it's not lack of evidence.
When members of the government and the judiciary met following the March 3, 2016 fire, they recognized the need for the police to coordinate with magistrates to facilitate the supervision of community service instead of a term of imprisonment, since community service would keep a number of petty offenders out of jail. Mr. Williams was asked then, what's causing the delays of trials for inmates on remand for misdemeanors?
Sometimes it can be one because of the court system that is being overburdened, and that of itself can really cause a little delay in terms of cases being turned over very quickly. The next thing too sometimes is with the effort in terms of getting witnesses, because some people, they'll be there in that pursuit from the beginning, and now to follow up or to carry through in terms of giving the evidence. Certain things may happen. Either they may now have a job, so they're not giving time out, or they find it much more important to be committed to the job. Some people might even settle the matter out of court. We don't even know that, but still you're trying to get them to come and they're promising and they don't come. Some people migrated. But then remember, still, the court will not just, dismiss the matter like that.
It was expected that after both fires at the Camp Street prisons, that magistrates would expedite trials or grant bail to prisoners, which would ease the overcrowding in the jails. Consideration was also given to the hiring of temporary magistrates once financing could be guaranteed. Monitoring bracelets could ease the overcrowding in the jails, asserts the crime chief.
But what I think as it relates to the whole aspect of bail, I hope in the near future we can be able to utilize the technology in terms of now introducing the monitoring bracelet, because that of itself can be of a very good asset to us. So it can help two things: to reduce the jail population as it relates to persons who are on remand, and also it can help now to even reduce some of our costs spending on feeding these persons on remand. And the same money now can divert towards, buying resources.
An ankle monitor, also known as an ankle bracelet, is a device that defendants under house arrest or parole are required to wear. At all times, the ankle monitor sends a radio frequency signal containing location and other information to the police.
You think you have the capacity to monitor these people if they come out with the bracelets?
Yeah, the capacity is there, because remember now, it's something with technology. So when you have the bracelet, you'll be monitoring on a screen. So they will know your where's about when you come out, where you go, how close you are, how far away from from home and so on. So it is something that happens. Understand me? Developed countries are using it. So we can use it. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you look in terms of the criminal population or the alleged criminals, you understand me? If you check, most of them within Region 4 and thereabout, you understand me? So I think with the available of technology now, we can able to move in a direction.
According to the 2011 statistics, which were featured in the United States Department of State's 2014 report on human rights in Guyana and other countries, Guyana has in its 5-facility prison system 1,962 inmates, which were originally built to accommodate 1,580. Among those, 900 were held in the Camp Street prison, which was only built to accommodate 775. With this HGP Nightly News feature, I am Travis Chase.